What's up guys, in this tutorial I'll be showing you follow through and overlapping action in Scratch. So basically, overlapping action tells you how different parts of the body are going to move at different speeds, and follow through is basically what it sounds like. It's basically a part of the character continuing the momentum of the movement until it catches up. I'm going to go straight into costumes, and I'm just looking for something that can be wiggled around like this tail right here. That's a good example. And I'm going to be deleting this second costume right here. And if we go ahead and just click on costume A and duplicate it, we're going to use some pose to pose action, move it to the end of the screen right here. Let's just move the first costume a little bit to the beginning of the screen so it's easier to see. And right here we are going to animate some follow through action. So follow through action is basically a mechanic or principle that shows you how fast a character is moving or how heavy a character might be. So right here I'm going to animate this Scratch Cat moving across the screen really quick like I do in all of the other ones. But this is to show you how follow through action can be used. So I'm just gonna add some animation for the Scratch Cat here. And he's moving across the screen slowly at first, but then quicker at the end. So let's just add him slowing down a bit. And actually what I just added right here, where I added him overshooting his last position a little bit just to make it smoother, that's actually some follow through action. So basically if I just write some code right here to make the character animate across the stage smoothly, and let me actually change this to 0.01. And you can see that Scratch Cat moving pretty nicely there. But basically, none of his body parts are moving except his whole body, and we really don't want that. What we can do to fix this right here is, let's just keep this playing so we can preview it. In the last frame, we actually want to rotate the Scratch Cat's tail a bit, and it doesn't matter how extreme you do this, just as long as it returns to its last position. So let's add the tail going up at the end, but actually moving a little bit down when he's going forward. Basically how it shows that his tail is actually a flexible part of his body. And we can actually animate his arms too if we wanted, but I'm just gonna do his head because it seems like the simplest part right now. And at the end, we can add his head overshooting the main action a little bit and then just going back a little. So right here, if we look at that, you can see it's already looking a lot more natural than the last movement before we added some follow through. And basically, if you wanted to have this on a character without a tail, you would animate a part that you wanted to be flexible or floppy, like let's say the hair or a really baggy shirt, or on a superhero, a cape. So now let's just adjust this animation. So right here, the tail is actually a little mix of both overlapping action and follow through. So overlapping action is basically something that is moving while you are doing the main action. So right here, I just tilted the head back a little bit to make it look sort of like his head is dragging back, and you can kind of see that frame right there. It's just supporting how fast he's moving right now. So the tail is more of a follow through animation, and his head is an overlapping action. And right here, we can just animate another action right here by animating his arms. Let's maybe make them stretched out a bit while he's moving. So follow through and overlapping action are really similar, and basically the difference between them is that follow through has more to do with the momentum of the character or the movement, and overlapping action has more to do with what is going inside that action right now. And there we go. I think that basically covers the follow through verse overlapping action and what you would use it for example, a cape or a tail. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.